Hi everybody, it's Galactic Man Larry here again with another G.I. Joe Classified series action figure review, and today we have in front of us the Cobra Snow Serpent. And yes, this is the first video, or the second one I record after my summer in Mexico, and you saw maybe my little haul video from yesterday, that short in which I show you everything that kind of gathered here in or during my absence. And yeah, this is one of the highlights from that little haul. Actually everything there is a bunch of cool figures, but I'm starting with this one because I think it's one of the more recent ones, or the most recent maybe. You can see the artwork there with the Snow Serpent with his tiny blaster here. It looks like a laser gun, that's appropriate, and a bazooka, well, the rocket launcher, which also comes with bazooka with a different paint job. You can see all the accessories here. This is the first figure I opened with this new kind of packaging. There you can see G.I. Joe. Great artwork as always, well, almost always at the side. This time is really nice artwork. You can see the Snow Serpent stripped of all the things he has on top of him right now. The accessories, the glasses, I must say, I would prefer them to be these skiing glasses here you can put or remove. I would prefer them being more blue. They're very dark, they're almost black, but they do have blue paint. But in my opinion, I would prefer that blue paint to be a bit more bright. Anyway, that's a minor gripe, but it is a gripe actually. I would prefer them to be as blue as they show them here and to have metallic paint. Anyway, chrome would be great, but yeah, that would flake at some point. You have the abilities, the drill. They're actually not, you have the QR code, I guess, and now they put them here in a tiny display. So you go check that yourself if you want to do it here. I don't know if it's possible. I'll just zoom in a little bit. There you have it. Pause it now, scan it, whatever. All the accessories, I can already tell you. Actually, this is the second copy I have here, I think, out of the three. In any case, let's open this one in front of the camera. You have here in like gray crate, it's cardboard, that thing full of accessories, and you have there another Snow Serpent. I wanted just to show you how cool it is that they have now the actual artwork of the figure. Well, the first one I opened with this feature. Maybe it's been 10 figures before, but it's I'm lagging with the Joes because I was away. And there you can see he's standing before his own individual artwork, which looks very cool. So I'll take this guy out of the packaging. I actually want to put both in hot water to unstiffen some points, and we'll continue in a second. And there you have the Cobra Snow Serpents out of the packaging. And again, you saw this little crate with the accessory bags. I already ripped this one open. There you can see you get the backpack for the rocket launcher, which is the same that bazooka comes with. It comes also with these little rockets, which are also the same that both bazooka versions come with, but these are cast in this gray plastic. You just slide them like this, or if you prefer, or I don't know which is the more legal, the proper military way to do this, but for me this is getting too hard and I will snap the thing. This works very easy. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. For me this is the one that works super easy. And then you you have the same rocket launcher as with bazooka, just cast in black plastic. It's not that it's a bit warped, but yeah, it also comes with the the cover for the back, where you can slide one of the rockets. You can just peg this in, and there you have the whole thing. You can also put it here. It's very gummy actually, look at that. You can put the handle. I think the guns just got a bit gummier. I mean, when I opened this one yesterday, I was like, wow, the weapons are super gummy. Let me know in the comment section below if you have noticed the same. These ski shoes or snow shoes or whatever these ones are called, I think are the same as with Snow Job, who was released earlier, but I haven't opened mine. I got all like the last 15 figures all at once or something like that. But there you have these things. They just peg on the shoes like so. let's just actually have one with the snowboard and one with this shoe thingies, you know. Yeah, and there you have it. This guy can stand there with his snowshoes. They are a bit gummy, as I said. Here you have the snowboard, which is one of the cooler accessories, I guess, of these guys. The Snow Serpent logo there. Let me see if I can see the shape. I think it's this way around. Yeah, Cobra to the front, the Cobra logo in the upper part of the board, looking great. And there you can see the head of the snake, a mountain. Yeah, and it's yeah, a nice little logo. And there you have like a snow camo going on, some paint for the, I don't know what's the name of these things, like the shoe, the parts here where you put your feet and get snowboarding, you know, those things. Nice shape, nice accessory. And there you can see the pegs, and when you peg it in, it looks like this. So we don't have to do that on camera this time. What else he comes with? He comes with his little, like, this looks very lasery blaster. This is proper 80s with that nozzle and all of that. It also comes with a little clip here, or magazine, or whatever, for the ammo. You just slide it in until it clicks, or it actually doesn't click, but it stays there. And it has a peg hole, so you can put some, you know, fire effects in there, like this one. You can just like whatever, you know, do your G.I. Joe thing. You have also this like short rifle, or whatever this is called, also with two peg holes. Actually, it has like a grenade launcher and the regular you know, nozzle, whatever. And this is the magazine again, looking great, all cast in black. It slides in, it has a shape, so you just have to key it there. And yeah, it doesn't slide down. And you have two of these little pistols, or little handguns, or sidearms. Yeah, these look good. Also come already with a peg hole. That's the way all guns should come now for G.I. Joe, and I think they do, I guess. You can slide these ones here. Well, let's see how it fits on the hand. He has two free trigger finger hands, and I think both in this figure go up and down, which is always good to have for people who wield guns and swords. Yeah, again, the weapons are gummy, so you have to bend everything around. I mean, they won't snap, at least, but yeah, they're a bit like, you have to maneuver a little bit more than maybe you would like to. It doesn't look bad. The little pistol is tiny, but this guy is furry, and let's say his clothing is very thick. I don't want that to sound weird. You have also a little knife here, which is nicely cast in black. I haven't yet discovered a place to sheet it in. Sheet it, that sounds weird. To put it in, you know, to slide the knife, to store the knife, unless you're using it. But I don't want this guy who's carrying a bazooka, a couple of nice weapons here. I won't have this guy just like wielding the little knife. I mean, you need it for some situations, of course. It's good to have a knife, but where is the storage for the knife? In my opinion, it just doesn't have any place to slide that knife in. You can put it in his hand, or just throw it away somewhere. Nowhere in the backpack, as long as I've seen. It cannot be stored on the bazooka. It cannot be stored on the, you know, like a bayonet or something could be useful, you know. And nowhere to store it on the weapons. So I'm like, I mean, yeah. And maybe you can store it somewhere in the fur. Let's actually check that. But before, these are the snow glasses, or whatever these things are called. Also flexible. They have blue paint on them, but as said at the beginning of the video, I would prefer them to be metallic and more cast in a more bright color. Let's open this second bag. This is where you get the heavy chunks of rubber, which are the wolf skin things, you know, the dead animal, like it's a quote to the demise of timber or something. But yeah, you'll get Snake Eyes in, what's the name, John Wick mode. Anyway, you can notice already, well, maybe, that there's like like a line there inside of this thing is where you can slide the, you can key in, and that's my new favorite verb kind of thing. You can just put the, prepare the goggles there, because otherwise it won't happen. You put them in there, and then you present them, you know, to the head. In any case, that's the way that they stay. It comes in super easy, as you can see. That's the way you do this thing, and you can leave this guy like this without the whole fur, or actually this should be the second thing you do. Let's actually, this guy already has the fur on, which has just a peg there, and you can see it's just gray plastic, bendy plastic with some, you know, like dark gray paint application or spray. It has some paint for the hanging paws there, and some paint for the face, for the head, and for the nose, of course, and the teeth and the gums. And there you just do like this again, ploops, and it has the shape in the back of the cape where you just, yeah, when you have this thing on, you lose range of movement for the head, of course. I mean, you can still budge and manage somehow to move it, but it loses range. Looks cool, but it loses range. So my thing was like to keep this guy just like natural, and have the other one be like the wolf skin guy, you know. You can see he has, well, he's cast all in like a whitish, a little slightly grayish plastic. Of course, it's different plastics. This is a rubbery piece for the crotch, which I think is the right choice. A diaper, you know, McFarlane style. These figures, these two guys, I mean, they have some new things for the line. I mean, at least me, that I am opening this without having opened the 15 figures before or something like that yet. But first of all, he has a nice double ball peg. That's not new, but he does have range of movement. They did a proper application of the double ball peg. He can look up that far, which is great. He can look down that far, which is also great. Also, even if he has this rubbery piece which you cannot easily remove, this glued, you can remove it, but you will kind of destroy. I mean, you can customize it and remove this, but it's glued, you know, that's what I say. He has a nice tilt to the side. I mean, this guy has movement on the head, and which is beautiful. The sculpt is also really nice. I think it, at least I think like that. Has some paint here for the ear guards there. The mask has different tones. It has like black for the mouthpiece. It has some dark gray here at the side of the goggles. It has silver for the, you know, the frames there, and some like coppery or something like that, metallic brown for the in between, or maybe it's just brown, but it has some metallic at the frames, and maybe it just dropped there, and black for the shades. What else? He has also some spray on top of the fur here. It's not only white, it has like spots of like a creamy gray kind of thing. The shoulders are also painted on. Those are like that. This is the first McFarlane thing, or like figure arts. They have like a cup. You would say that's a butterfly, but it's just like it's a ball peg there, and you have range of wiggly waggly there, and this piece is just like a floaty cup, I guess. But yeah, I mean, that was the solution they went for this guy. He doesn't have any cut there so that it can go to the front, so the range is just like straight. He can turn the arms all the way around and all of that. He has a almost flat cut here for the bicep, very nicely applied Cobra logo, very nicely applied Snow Serpent logo or mountain, you know, the same we saw on the snowboard. He has this piece which is attached to the fur here. It's bendy. This is the next thing also. He has a cut for the diaphragm, which has some range, better than many, or the same as many Marvel Legends just there, or many other figures from this same brand, or Star Wars and stuff. He can even bend a bit to the sides. But then you have, they went all Valivers. I'm just saying all Valivers, but they went the proper way, which is have two ball pegs, and people with much more weight than me on the toy community, channels that have been around for over a decade, like Anthony, you know, Anthony's Customs, and other people who know they just have been saying this forever, like use two ball pegs, you know, like you know, and one at the waist and one at the diaphragm, and then you can do all sorts of this. And this is not like a tiny frame. This is a guy wearing snow gear and clothing, mountain clothing, and he has I mean, he doesn't have like a huge bend, but I mean, for the type of character we have here, I accept that. But all the way back, I mean, it looks like, it feels natural, you know, feels like it would be real, like carrying all this stuff. Of course, you won't be able to bend like Spider-Man, but this guy, I think, can bend better than some Spider-Man from Hasbro, the same brand that makes these toys. Or some other guys, you know, when they have the crunch, sometimes, yeah, you can do that, but I mean, this is much more versatile, much more, you know. I did heat this guy put this guy into hot water took the legs off, put some silicone spray at the legs, at the waist ball, and also at the diaphragm ball. One of these two guys didn't come apart at the diaphragm. It was super, it didn't allow me to. So one of these I didn't put oil on the diaphragm, but both have on the waist. As I took them out of the box, I wasn't able to do this. Now I heat them up, and I was like, and also, yeah, some oil so that it doesn't have to click, click, click. You know what I mean, maybe. Again, this thing is rubbery, nicely applied paint. You can do that much splits with this snow guy, and again, better than Spider-Man from Hasbro. Same brand, same company, you know, and it's like, what's happening here? But I mean, it's just the way it is. I mean, this guy is just a regular human being, and he can do the full splits, or almost full splits. I mean, he does have all that snow clothing, and this is rubbery and pushes back. But if you push it, it can do the full splits. You know, you let go, and it comes down a little bit. But it is definitely more range than almost every Marvel. Also, the Black Widow that I just opened and I'm gonna review, she doesn't have this. Black Widow, you know what I mean? He can do that much. He has a thigh cut, you know, of course. Can kick forward all the way, and of course you have the drop down thing. I won't even do it, because with this diaper and all of that, and I feel, well, I just did it. This is one of the cases, like, I cannot notice anything happening from the that thing, you know, useless. Double jointed knees, can go backwards that far. He's a thick guy. Maybe if you cut some plastic, you can see I was forcing it. Even without forcing it, you go straight into pushing that plastic because of the way it's cut. They could have given more cut there, and it wouldn't happen, and you would have more movement. Nothing here at the leg, I mean the boot, but it's exactly where it should be, hidden where the two tones of plastic are different. I mean, the actual boot that comes out, there's where you have your boot cut. You can bend backwards that far, forwards all the way, and he has they're not the best, but a really nice or decent ankle rocker, you know. I didn't say about the arms, bicep, double jointed pinless elbows that can bend really well. For the thickness of this guy, he can even bend better than than skinnier guys from the same line and other lines. I said it, the hands are both vertically swiveled, and that's great. Yeah, and I think that's it for this guy's articulation. If I'm missing something, I think I'm not. I'm really liking these guys. I'm really enjoying these figures, and I'm glad that they were the first ones I opened coming back from Mexico. And for size comparisons, there you have your G.I. Joe Classified series Cobra Snow Serpents next to a couple of Stormtrooper type characters and from the Black series, and Black Panther from Marvel Legends, next to Sarana, Pandora, Psylocke, and Spider-Man, and next to a Cobra Viper, a Crimson Guard, and a Crimson Bat. And that's it for this review. I think the Snow Serpents are really cool figures. I am not being paid to say this by anyone. I didn't get these figures for free. I paid for them. Actually, halfway through the summer, I was like, ouch, 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 and ouch, because it was, yeah, everything decided to ship, like exactly when I was just paying my trip and being there and spending money in Mexico, you know, going out and also buying stuff there and going out with people. And I just saw, oh, Hasbro, oh, hello Hasbro again, and oh, Hasbro, how you been? And yeah, so it was like, at least it was like €1,000 of Hasbro stuff. At the same time, I was on vacation, also spending in other things, so I was like, okay, this is painful, but I'm liking the products. I mean, well, I'm liking these two figures so far. Let's see what else with other ones, because again, I have already opened the Black Widow and I'm not super excited as some people I think are. I think she could have been much better than she came out in the sense of articulation. I'm not happy with, I mean, she's not as amazing as I thought it was gonna be with the articulation. In any case, there you have these guys. I can only recommend. I mean, if you're on the I don't know. I mean, you know, G.I. Joe is about you know, having your Joes, but it's about having your Cobra army, you know, and having all the different kind of Vipers, and if you can, to build you know, groups, you know, platoons, or you know, like squads of different Cobra themed troops. And I think the healthy number it's to have 3 of each troop. If you can buy 20 of each, well, great for you. I'm happy for you. I understand. I would love to do that, but I'm more like, for now, maximum 3, maybe even I just opened 2 also because of space. I don't have like a huge place to put all of this, but I know if you can, do it and share pictures with all of us, and we'll celebrate your great army display. I'm happy always when I look people displaying their huge armies and all of that. I'm like, you know, you have like this kind of healthy, positive envy kind of thing, you know. In any case, please leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. And the next one is coming just tomorrow. Ciao, ciao, ciao.